Good evening and welcome to another episode of Sip and Chat with your girl. Super excited to be here, as I always am. And just to say a big thank you to Afisol Gambia Limited, the number one GSM company in the country, my partners, my support system. Thank you for being a part of Sip and Chat. Thank you for supporting Sip and Chat throughout the times. I'm super grateful. And thank you to all of you viewers. I've seen the love on the last video and I am blown away. Thank you so very much. Today, I have a special guest, but before we get to it, a big thank you to Fajara Garden for lending us the space to film as well. Beautiful place. I know I talk about it so much. I will have a few pictures up of Fajara Garden because truly it's one of my favorite places. It is, again, and I'll continue to say it, for someone that does what I do, I like my quiet time, and this is the place I come. So thank you so much to the entire team of Fajara Garden. And to Mina J. Mina J for always dressing me. I love this piece so much. I wish I could stand up and show you guys. It's a two-piece and it has like a cowrie shell design. Love it. I definitely have to take a picture in this and post it. But thank you so much to Mina J for supporting, for being a part of Sip and Chat, for dressing me all the time. I'm excited to be here with a guest that I believe in so much. I feel like has so much potential. Is an incredible artist already and still has so many more things to do. It's not based here, but I think it's time for him to make his mark on the Gambian soil.
Yeah,
Pabs, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
It's a pleasure to be here. An honor to chat with you, and yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
Me too.
Yeah,
How do you feel right now?
I'm nice. I'm good.
Yeah.
You know, sunshine. I saw some snaps of my friends back home in England.
Yeah.
Weather's a bit
Crazy.
not good, so yeah, I'm peaceful right now.
You're happy to be
yeah,
here.
happy to be here. Always happy.
Welcome to Sip and Chat.
Thank you.
Just briefly tell the people who you are and what you do for those that do not
I'm
know.
Pabs. I'm 25 years of age, from London, and I do art. I do music, but I'm an artist. I don't like to call myself a rapper because I
Okay.
feel like it just puts
Boxes
me in
you.
one box.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, I'm a music artist.
You're an artist.
Yeah.
Okay. So 25. Obviously, you weren't born here.
No.
But you're a Gambian?
Yeah.
Gambian British.
Yeah, Gambian British.
So how's your Gambian roots like here?
It's deep.
Yeah?
It's deep. Yeah, I've got a lot of family over here. So I come back every year. My dad stays over here. I have aunties that stay over here. But there's still so many family members that I still need to meet that I haven't met.
You haven't met yet?
Yeah, so yeah.
Okay,
it's good
so
over here.
you do music. What would you classify your genre of music as? You said you don't want to be
yeah.
called a rapper.
So far, what I've given the people, I would say, is like drill music. But the music that I'm working on now, the music that I have been working on, I just haven't put out. I would say I've got Afro swing in there. There's a bit of rap in there. There's a bit of girl songs in there. A bit of R&B.
A bit of love.
Yeah, a bit of love in there. So yeah, now I'm just experimenting with my sounds and yeah, just trying to see where else we can take it.
Okay, so how long have you been doing music for?
Oof. Well, I started when I was 6.
Wow.
Yeah, I started when I was 6. I made my first song when I was 7. I actually have it on my phone.
Do you?
Yeah, I can show it to you after. I had
Please.
my first song when I was 7, and yeah, so about 6, 7, I say I started.
Yeah?
Yeah, but I only started taking it serious maybe the last 6 years, I'd say.
The last 6 years, which
Yeah.
you were what, 18? 17,
19,
18,
yeah.
19?
Yeah,
Wow. To now, because you're 25 now.
yeah.
How would you describe your sound changing? Because I know the 18-year-old sound is not the 25-year-old sound.
Yeah, definitely. When I was 18, I would say when I first come back into it again, when I was 6, I was just doing grime. Because
How were you doing grime at 6 years old? Let's talk about that.
yeah, because the area where I'm from Bow E3, Roman Road, is like where grime started basically. So we have Wiley,
Yes.
Dizzy Rascal, Tinchy Strider.
Love
yeah,
them.
Do you get me? So then I got my big brother, who's a grime artist as well, Villy.
Okay.
And yeah, when he started doing his stuff, as soon as I was able to start
Understand.
he said, you know what, I'm gonna teach you. So he started writing me my first lyrics. Then he was just like, yo, let's go studio. You're gonna say this, and I was just literally there. He's holding the paper, and I'm just reading what he's saying. But he would say it, then I would say it. Then he recorded it for me. Then I had my first song. So then I'm just seeing stuff like my older cousin Merks. He's doing it as well. then I'm just seeing everyone around me do it. So I was like, I have to get involved.
You have to
in
get
this.
involved.
Yeah, so that's how it started, I'd say.
At 6 years old.
Yeah, at 6. It's
That's
crazy.
so crazy.
Yeah, I know it is. It is. Now that I think of it, now that I see 6 years old now, I'm like,
It's like, what?
when I was 6, I was outside like with the elders, clashing and like battling, rap battling,
What?
and yeah, it's crazy.
Do you have any footage of that?
Oh, I have a lot of footage.
Oh
of
my
it.
God,
Yeah.
I will show you guys because I need to see Pabs at 6 years old.
Yeah, I'll show it so you can put it up.
Definitely,
and, yeah,
it will be up here so the
Yeah.
viewers can actually see it
Yeah,
too. Because I'm so
100%.
like intrigued. I would like to see a 6-year-old you
Yeah.
doing that. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
100%.
Wow. So 6 years old, 18, 19, taking music seriously. What would you say your sound then was like and your sound now?
My sound then, when I started taking it serious, I would say was just more. It was just fun, so I wasn't talking on anything specific. I'm just talking about, okay, today I went out to the club with my friends, I had a good time, this is da-da-da. But then as I got older, like now, I'm starting to talk about like my personal feelings, my actual life story, stuff that's actually happening. Yeah. So I would say now it's just more personal than before, where before was just fun and just make music to make music.
Whereas now you're telling a story.
Exactly.
And I find music that tells a story the most thought-provoking and emotion-provoking ones.
Yeah.
Like I think the likes of like J. Cole.
Yeah.
That's my favorite rapper of all time.
Yeah.
I feel like I relate to him because he tells a story about his life experiences and about love, about what's happening in life. And I think this is why, for me and the people that I know that love him, he's very relatable.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that you're now telling your story and taking a step like that, because for me, that is when you really see true artistry.
Yeah.
When someone's able to tell a story,
Yeah.
you know, like a song like Sometimes.
Yeah.
That's what, how many years? 2 years?
2 years
2
ago.
years ago.
Yeah.
I love that song.
Yeah, thank you.
I love the song because I feel like, I don't know if it's allowed for me to play the song on
you
YouTube.
can play it.
Yeah?
Yeah, you can
Okay.
100%.
I'll put a snippet of that song. I like that. And you guys can check it out. I like the song because it sounded like you were saying, sometimes I'm in a good space, sometimes I'm not in a good space.
And that was like, I'm glad you said that, because that was like the first. Well, I've dropped like songs in the past where I'm a bit more vulnerable.
Yeah.
No love.
Really?
No love. They don't get no listens. People don't even remember them songs.
Really?
So yeah. So there was a time where I was just like, do I even want to keep making them songs if it's not getting love? And then I was like, okay, let me get my message out, but in a way that people like my music. So I know that they like the drill stuff. So I put on a drill beat, but I'm still talking about the stuff that I wanted to get across, whether it was like in a slower beat or anything like that. So the fact that some people take it as, sometimes, but some people understand the story behind it. It's like, sometimes I'm good, sometimes I'm not good. Yeah, exactly.
And I love it. I feel like that's like, it's such a good song. And there's this other song that you performed at the A Boogie concert.
Yeah.
The one that had the
I'm a piano. Yeah, slide and step. Yeah.
I was like, I was
you.
blown away. And I think from then on, because obviously I knew you did music, but because you're so young, I never really focused on your music as much. And because you don't live here, you know. But when I really got into it and I was like, you know what, like after the concert, I was like, I actually like Pabs' sound, you know. And then I loved that I'm a piano slide and step. I thought it was such a vibe. And I was like, oh, that's the next Pasaliu. That's the next J Hus. Instantly, that's where my mind went. And do you feel like you have like that comparison, or when people hear your music, especially because J Hus and Pasaliu are Gambians, and they've made it to like the mobiles, and I know how big that is.
Not really, you know. No, I just don't find my sound similar to theirs. Pa's family, so I'm lucky enough to be in studio with him a lot. Huss, I've spoken to a few times, but I think their sound is different. It's unique. It's just them that can come with it. Like Pa in the studio is an animal. Like, he is crazy, and what he's even got now, I don't think like it's nothing basically. Like what he's got coming, is a whole nother level. But I don't know. I'm different with it. I would say there's not really not that there's no one like me, but in terms of how I am as a person, I don't think there's no one like me.
And your personality is what you're relaying in the music.
Yeah.
I would agree with you actually, because obviously I've listened to J Hus, I've listened to I've hosted past concert here when he did the show, and I've listened to your music, and there are differences. Everyone has their own unique sound.
Yeah, of course.
And I like that.
Yeah.
And I like that even though you all come from the same area.
Yeah.
You all have sounds unique to you.
Yeah.
That is not the same as you or Pa or Husses.
Yeah.
But how would you say is the music scene like in the UK?
I would say it's good, but it could be better. I would say like there's a lot of quantity of music coming out, but the quality of music there's only like a certain few that's like top artists over there. The scene itself, in terms of like how artists are with artists, I'm not really fond of it in a way. It's like, it's a bit fake. It's it's slimy. Like, if you don't like this person or you have problems with this person, now coming to do a song with this person. There's a lot of politics, and then you have like the label stuff of the situations where they get involved now. So, yes, the music side of it I like, but the whole package of it, I don't really like.
And then music is, like they say, it's dirty business.
Yeah, 100%.
Speaking of labels, are you signed to any label right now?
No.
Are you signed to anyone?
No, I'm all independent. Everything.
Everything you do on your own?
Yeah, everything.
Really?
No manager, no nothing.
No manager, nothing?
Nothing, just me.
So how have you been able to, like, you have a mixtape called
Lone Cub.
Lone Cub.
Yeah.
Lone Cub.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that?
So Lone Cub is basically when I started, when I was 6, 7, I was in the group. They was called Mucky Cubs. My brother's group was called Mucky Wolfpack.
Oh.
So you know like how a Wolfpack is?
Yeah.
They was the big lot, we was the Cubs.
Yeah.
Since then, 3 of the boys that were in my group, well, 4 of them got signed to a major label.
Oh, nice.
They had a stint where they was doing things. They was signed to Puma, doing shows like Wireless, everything. They was called the Rascals. So there was a few people that had branched out to do better things, but then as we got older, not everything worked out for everyone, and it's like everyone just branched out into different lanes and whatever. But I felt like out of all the group, and that was still in my group, Mucky Cubs, it's like I was the only one still actually trying to do something. They were still doing something, but I know these lot, they weren't pushing how they was when they was younger.
Yeah.
So it was like I'm the Lone Cub, like I'm doing everything on my own, I'm by myself, Lone Cub. That's how it came. I come up with the name of it. Yeah.
So this mixtape, how many songs are on there?
There are 8 songs. Do I even know how many songs are on my mixtape? I think there's 8 songs, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Were they recorded here? No.
No, all in my house. To be fair.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have a studio at home?
Yeah.
So you record at home.
Yeah,
who mixes? Who produces?
So the producers on there, I have like 3 or 4 producers. 2 of them I know personally. 3 of them I know personally, and then 1 I met through Instagram. Built up a relationship there. And who mixes it is my good friend Maniac. He's like a big bro to me. So I just record, send the stems to him. He mixes and masters everything.
Nice.
Yeah.
And is it out? When will it be out?
Yeah, it's out. It dropped on... How well do you know your music, Pabs? It dropped November, I want to say. Of last year.
Of last year. Okay. On Apple Music?
Yeah, Apple Music.
Everywhere.
Spotify, yeah.
Everywhere.
I need to put an Audio Mac because the Gambians out here, they've been getting on to me about
I was about to say that.
They've been getting
Audio
on to
Mac
me.
it's big here.
Yeah.
And the Gambians would really listen to, because, you know, all these other streams you have to pay.
Yeah.
Whereas Audio Mac has always been like a
free
service.
Yeah.
Get it there, listen. Oh, this is, and then the numbers add up.
Go high, yeah.
They go high.
And I even done a song last year with one of my boys out here, Little Yusuke. He put the song on Audio Mac, and the numbers were like, I was like, I need to start jumping on Audio Mac.
Imagine you putting sometimes on Audio Mac.
Yeah.
You know, Litty at the time, or even now, you can still put it now.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna put all my.
Because I feel like all your music, because I genuinely love the growth, listening to sometimes how that is a different sound to Litty, how that is a different sound to Au revoir, how that is a different time to back in the day. You know, it's so different.
You said back in the day.
Back in the day.
That's my song, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying the song back in the day.
No. I'm saying like that song, it means a lot to me. So the fact that you like it.
Listen, I like music, you know. I used to be really into it,
yeah.
You know, still am, but life takes over. But you know what? We'll go with our first break. When we're back, more with Pabs.
Do you enjoy spending time online with your friends on social media? If so, then AfriCell has the best offer for you. Activate the social media bundle for $10 is only and enjoy 40 megabytes valid for 24 hours. WhatsApp, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, and Viber all for $10 is only. Dial 120# and press 3 to activate the social media bundle. No need to subscribe every day. It will automatically roll over for your enjoyment. AfriCell Social Media Bundle. Let us socialize.
Welcome back after that break. A big thank you to AfriCell Gambia Limited and Fajara Gardens. Thank you so much to Mina J for this beautiful set. And thank you to Pabs for being here.
Always, thank you.
Right before we went on our break, we were talking about how you were doing music. Your music is different. You've dropped a mixtape, and I'm looking at now you having your sound on Audiomack.
Yeah.
And just to bring it back to Gambia, you're in Gambia, and I know you've stayed here a little longer than normal.
Yeah.
Right?
I was supposed to be here for, I think, 3 weeks. I'm now in my 7th week here, I think. Yeah.
Why?
I love the country.
Of course.
I'm at peace. When I'm here, the peace that I feel is like nothing else. And also the love. Like, I get so much support here to keep going.
Yeah.
When I'm here. Like, that I never even think that's possible sometimes. Sometimes I can just be driving somewhere. Someone could stop me and say, yo, I listen to this. I'm like, me?
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? So sometimes I still get like, wow, these people actually, like, they rock with me. So, yeah, and I just feel like I'm a person that needs peace to do things well. And in London, the peace there is like, sometimes it's peaceful, sometimes it's not peaceful.
That's the song sometimes.
Exactly. Exactly that. That. And also, I just feel like I want to connect more with my country because I was born there and I've only been coming here on like holidays and stuff
like that.
And I can't speak the language too well. I can understand a little bit, but I want to know how to speak it properly, and I just want to be here more, man. Man.
I like that. You want to connect, and I like that you're at a point in your life where you know who you are, and you're discovering a lot more about yourself.
Exactly.
And coming back home here, is there any, because you've performed on a few Gambian stages here now, and I see that you're also going to be performing on Attack Show.
Yeah,
this Saturday.
Yeah.
So I'm so proud of you for that, because I feel like it's high time for you to kind of connect back home with the artists here.
Yeah.
Do you have any artists that right now you feel like their sound is your favorite sound to merge with your actual sound?
Yeah. To merge with my sound,
like to get on a collaboration.
Yeah. To be fair, I think, just speaking of him, I think I'll sound dope on a track with Attack.
Me too. I agree.
Yeah, he's got like a lot of energy. I like his energy as well, and it's hype, and it's like the songs that I like. But a collaboration that I didn't know that I needed was Young Ibs.
Really?
Yeah. Oh my god, that kid.
Really?
Oh my god. I don't know how, like, he's not like
there yet.
But he's going there. He's still so young.
He was still so young, and it's fairly new.
Yeah. I'm working on an album out here actually.
Okay.
Just with Gambian artists.
Nice.
Yeah. So he's on the album, but the song that we have, he's just sick. So I would say him. And it's like an Afro beats kind of song, but just being around him in the studio, I started bouncing off his energies, and I just think he's a talent. But there's so many on the underground, like on the come up, that are like the ones to look out for. That I would definitely be doing tunes with and everything.
Yeah. I like that, and I definitely feel like you and Attack would really, because when you look at some of your songs, the energy and Attack's energy really, really gel. And I love Attack. He's like one of my favorites. He's just like, I just love him.
He's just a rebel.
He really is a rebel. And I just love the fact that he owns it. Like, I am who I am, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Love him.
Yeah.
Just to know that you're going to be doing that with Gambian music and Gambian artists, then that means that you're really staying here a lot longer.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Hopefully. Hopefully. I want to. If I could, I would stay here for the year. But I have some things that I need to get back to in England, and then hopefully to come back out here. But that is the plan, to be out here on a longer basis.
Because to understand, to be able to speak the language a little bit more, you would have to, be with the
here.
locals,
Yeah.
be here,
Yeah.
and gain a lot of inspiration. Because a lot of people come here. Like, I remember last year there was this international footballer, Rudiger, that
Tony
came
Rudiger,
here, right?
yeah.
And
I couldn't believe when I saw him here.
you and me both.
What? Rudiger?
We did karaoke together.
Yeah.
And I was just blown away. And one of the things he would say is that it's just how everything is just calm.
Yeah.
And it just makes him feel like he's safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just thinking about that and bringing that back to you now, it almost feels as if it's the same for you.
Yeah, 100%,
when you're here. It's
100%.
a certain serenity that just...
When I'm here, I can leave my house and just walk. I don't have to look behind me. I don't have to worry about anything. Only thing I might have to worry about is getting stopped at a stop check or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Something small. But now, if I'm back in England now, there's so much stuff that you have to look out for. Where I feel like, especially doing music, the people that I'm around and stuff, it's like you have to watch every move. Everything has to be calculated.
Yeah.
Me going a 10-second walk to the shop, I have to be calculated. Just everything. London's just different like that, especially now. But in Gambia, I just feel free. I just feel at peace. And
that would really help your creativity.
Yeah, exactly. So sometimes I can't really create because I'm in such thoughts about
your head
else.
is
exactly.
full.
Yeah, exactly. So the music then can't be the best because I'm not really thinking. But I always say it. I was on the phone to my brother like 2 days ago, and I just said to him, like, it's crazy, bro. When I'm here, I feel like I make my best music because I've made songs in Gambia, and I've wrote songs in Gambia. So for instance, even though Sometimes dropped last year, I wrote that the year after COVID. I wrote that in Gambia. Because,
really?
Yeah, them times there I was going through a life situation, and it was only in Gambia where I spoke to someone here. And I was like, bro, you've gone through so much. Like, how do you not see? And the way they spun that whole question on me about seeing the positives from the negatives, I was just like, some of these lot here are going through 10 times a worse situation than me. But their outlook on life, it just changed everything for me.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I would say that.
And I love that. And when you're looking for like a label to be signed to, do you actually go out to the labels and be like, yo, check my music? Like, how does that process work? And how come you're not signed yet?
I think there's a few answers for that. So the first one about like going to labels and stuff, I've never done that.
Okay.
Partly because right now I want to build up my brand myself before I start getting into talks with them. Because as you probably know, like an artist can pop, then 1 minute they're signed, then the next minute, I've got problems with my label, they're not letting me drop this, that. So for me, it's like, when I was younger, I always used to say like, I'm not gonna sign to a label, but that was just me being like stubborn and ignorant to the fact of it, not knowing the actual business. So I said, let me take time, let me do stuff on myself, let me make noise, and if the time's right, they'll come to me. I've never gone out to them, and nothing like that. And why am I not signed? I don't know. You got to ask the label.
I feel like just you know what? I'm gonna play sometime so people can like just listen to it. Just watch sometime, listen to it, come back and tell me, right? But just to watch sometimes and know how great of a song that is, I feel like that would be like a breakout song.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah. There's also that's what I'm saying. There's like a lot of things that go into it. There's marketing.
Absolutely.
I don't really do a lot of marketing.
You don't. I was watching. I was like, does he even promote this?
Yeah, a lot of people get onto me about that. But I'll be real with you. It's like you get disheartened a lot of times.
I feel you.
You get disheartened a
and
lot
it's
of
hard being
times.
a creative, doing things on your own.
Do you get me? So when I'm doing everything on my own, sometimes I might go and spend like £400 into marketing or something. Not seeing nothing. I'm not saying I'm gonna see everything back straight away, but it's like sometimes you just want to see that stuff. So when you've been doing it, and then one time I didn't do no marketing. Sometimes, for instance, sometimes is one of the songs on my channel that has the most views.
Yeah.
And that was just everyone that actually liked it was sharing it. So sometimes it's like I put marketing in, it won't get nothing. Sometimes I leave it natural, it'll get stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, I really need to start getting
back into your game.
Yeah,
I like that. I mean, I was gonna ask you, do you come from a family of music or entertainment?
Yeah.
But I know your dad.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And your dad has been in entertainment for more than 3
I can
decades.
remember,
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And just to know that, do you kind of like gain any like advice from him?
Yeah.
Or does he like help you in guiding you? Because I know he's in Gambia now. He's moved back, but he goes every now and again.
Yeah.
But like, do you get any type of advice from him or like support in terms of like, this is what I'm doing? And
yeah, so with it, when it comes to my dad in terms of like support or stuff like that, like you said, he's in the industry, but he's been like a DJ from young. He's been doing like events and stuff. So if I get a booking or I'm supposed to be performing at a show or something, I'll say, oh, how does it, like, in terms, like, when there's shows here, if he hasn't got an involvement, like, with the promoters or anything like that, then I'll say, okay, how does it work? What time sound check and stuff like that. But in terms of music advice, I go to my big brother.
okay.
Because he's been doing music as well for decades now.
Okay.
And he's someone that's, like, showed me that I've been at times, even in the last year, I would say 2023, where I was like, yo, I'm gonna pack this in, like,
really?
Yeah. And my brother's like a prime example of like, you just can't give up with this music thing. Like, you just can't. He just signed his first single deal just before we come out to Gambia, so that would have been in like December basically.
Wow.
And he's been doing music for years now.
Yeah.
Do you get me? So it's like
You can't give up.
Yeah, I can't give up, and I always go to him for advice, even when I'm like, bro, you've been doing it for so many years, and I know you're not where you should be. So how do you keep telling yourself to keep going? And through him, I just get great inspiration and drive. Like, I gotta keep going, kind of thing.
So how many of your dad's kids are into music?
Just my brother.
Just your brother and you?
Yeah.
So 2 of you?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That I know of.
That you know.
That I know of.
I like that you know of. So for those of you who do not know, this is the son. If you know Waka, you see Pabs, you know that's his son.
Do I look like him? Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
You do. You do. A more handsome version though.
Thank
I know
you.
he's not gonna like
I was waiting for that.
But just knowing that your dad Waka has been in the business for so long, and I'm glad that at least in terms of the logistic part, he's able to kind of like guide you and support you.
100%.
And I'm hoping that as you are deciding to stay here for a little bit, at least to kind of get back in your culture, know a little bit more, that you will have more people to support this journey.
Yeah.
This is why I was like, you need to come on the show, because people need to know what you do.
Yeah.
And I genuinely believe that you really are an artist that people should watch out for.
Thank you.
So, you know what? We'll go with our second break when we're back. More with Pabs.
Send money to Gambia for free! You can now send money via MoneyGram to AfriMoney in Gambia anytime, anywhere. Simply go on to MoneyGram.com or the app and select Pay through AfriMoney to send. Make sure the receiver is registered on AfriMoney in Gambia or get them to dial *777# to register. Instantly, the money comes into their AfriMoney wallet. No hassle, no wait times, complete ease. Cash out at any AfriMoney agent or AfriCell outlets. Free cash out, no sending fees.
Welcome back after that break. This is the final segment and I'm super excited. So you already know what's happening. Pabs,
Yes.
I just want to ask, this is a show that, in as much as we talk about a lot, we talk about love and relationships and family. I know you're 25. Have you ever been in love?
No,
No?
I've been close to it, I feel.
What's that feel like?
What, being close to?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't even have to describe it. It's like, I'm about to be in love. I'm about to be there. But then something happened. It's like, nah, I'm not in love.
Are you someone that gives up quickly on relationships?
I wouldn't say that I give up quickly.
I feel like you do.
Nah, I would just say like, if I get turned off on something, it's very hard for me to.
But you do understand that relationships take work.
Yeah, of course, and time and
effort.
and
Like when
patience
you look at relationships and you're like, oh my God, like Barack Obama and Michelle, do you think there were times where she didn't hate him?
No, but that was probably when they were together. I haven't had no girlfriend before.
At 25?
Never
What
had a
have you
girlfriend.
done? Situationships?
Yeah, situationships.
What's a situationship?
I'm talking to someone, it could potentially go into the relationship status, but we're just there. And then there'll just be like a freeze block or something. And then it's like, we don't fully get to that next level. So sometimes it's on my behalf, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it's on their behalf. but more part of it, I'm chilling, man. I feel like I've got to be good myself before I get into a relationship. That's also a big thing as well. I don't want to just get into a relationship to just
because.
Yeah, like I'm on Instagram, I got a girlfriend.
Oh, no. The Instagram love is a bit,
Yeah.
It's a bit
when I find someone, I want it to just be like, that's me kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm gone. Like, see you later, game.
Yeah? Would you consider yourself a lover boy?
Yeah, 100%.
Would you?
Yeah, 100%.
I'm about to be such a girl right now. Do you know what your zodiac sign is?
Cancer.
You're a Cancer? Oh, yeah, you are. High five. You really are a lover boy. What? You're
emotional.
Very emotional.
Yeah.
Super emotional.
But I'm a lover boy to the right people.
Yeah, of course. I feel like once you know the power of how much you can love, you kind of are very guarded until you feel safe and comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, Cancers are a no-go for me. Yeah. You guys come with a lot.
A lot of drama.
Not just a lot to handle.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of just emotional. It's
damage.
A lot. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
It's a lot of emotional baggage. I cannot handle that.
No, there's a lot of that. Even with me, there's a lot of that.
There's a lot I know.
So I feel like once I meet the right person, I feel like potentially I might have met the right person on this trip.
And Gambian girl.
Senegalese.
No.
Yeah, half.
Senegalese?
Yeah.
Why do you feel like potentially you might have met the right person?
I can't lie. She just got me feeling like this is the right one kind of thing. Yeah.
How?
I can't describe it. It's just like,
okay.
I just feel like I just know. And I've had not a lot, but I've been in situationships in the past where maybe I felt like, yeah, this is the right one, but not like this. This is something. And how it happened, I would say, is probably an eye-opener.
You want to tell me how you met?
Mutual friend. We had a mutual friend. Then, obviously, they come to Gambia, met at the beach, started speaking. Two things led to that. But then there was a little break. She went to Senegal back to see her family and stuff. And then she come back. But it's only when she come back towards the end of her trip is when we realised that, wow, there's actually something there. But before that, it was just like chilled and everything. And now, yeah.
I don't know why I low-key feel like I know the girl.
I don't know if you know her.
Oh, I've seen her.
You probably, I don't know. She's low-key though. She's low-key, very low-key.
Has she been out?
Nah, she's been out, but she's like, I don't know if you would see her. Like, you've probably seen her, but I don't know if you would know her.
Yeah. You know what? When we go for the break, I'll get into that because I want to know.
Yeah.
I'll get into that.
Yeah.
But I love that, you are aware that you are a lover boy. I really like that. And I'm even more glad that you are very much aware that you want to be in a space where you're very good before you do that.
100%.
That's a very important thing, being
100%.
that self-aware. You had mentioned that when you mate sometime, you just right before I get into that, why do you call yourself Jamba Boy? Because it's like every time a song comes in, Jamba Boy, and I know what Jamba means, but is it that?
Yeah, it's that. It's my nan though. It's my nan. Obviously, I try to hide that I smoke from my nan and everything.
Yeah.
And my aunt, she showed my mum's sister. She showed my nan a video, and the video was it something? No, there was a video, but I'm smoking in the video. And my nan saw it, and then she was like, I'm like, you're smoking, da-da-da. But obviously, back in her days, they call it Jamba.
Jamba, yeah.
Yeah, so she was like, you're a Jamba boy. Literally, from then, I just took my nan's saying and just said, yeah, Jamba boy is back in
I actually like it. I was like, Jamba boy, okay then. And then the video was going to come on.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, she saw that, and yeah, I just stuck with it.
Okay, Jamba boy.
Yeah.
So wait, your real name is Ablai?
Yeah, Pa Ablai.
So it's Pabs.
Yeah.
That's how the name came about.
My auntie, literally, the one that showed my nan the video, my nickname was Pabsy Wabsy. So they say Pabsy Wabsy, da-da-da. But yeah, Pa Abdullah. So from then, it got shortened to Pabsy. Then as I got older, Pabsy got shortened to Pabs. Yeah.
So this is the name that's sticking.
Yeah, but I might change it again.
Well, you might want to change it now before you blow up.
Yeah, I think so.
You don't confuse the people.
Yeah, exactly. Because here they call me 27 Pabs because of my Instagram.
Yeah.
So I said, you know what? I might just call myself 27 or 27 now. Forget Pabs. They don't remember Pabs. They only remember the 27. Yeah.
Interesting. Writing sometimes. You said you were in a very, very tricky life situation.
Yeah.
And on the show, we really talk about mental health and what that does to people and how it affects. I really, really love exploring that. And you being a young guy, you know, born in what some would say in a privileged situation, because you were born in England, and there are certain amenities and certain opportunities that the kids here wouldn't have. One would wonder, like, oh, if you've been through any mental thing, like, why, how? Because, you know, there's some people that feel like the moment England is exactly,
and that's one
or the
thing,
moment you move or you have the passport, life is great.
It's great. It's fantastic.
But
and I would say that's the complete opposite. So I try to have the conversations with all the boys that I chill with around the area where I'm from, where they say like, boy, I would love to go to England, or I would love to go to England. And then I ask them, like, to do what? Like, what is it that you want to do in England? Of course, there's opportunities in England. Like, I would be stupid to say that there's not. But then there's also a lot of obstacles that we go through in England. Is why you see so many British people coming back here. They're like, yo, I'm tired of all that stress in England. Let me come to my country where it's peaceful, and you know what I mean? But with it, I just say it's like, I don't know, it's like there's a lot of challenges. Especially when you're from the place where we're from, so like the hood, for instance, you can try and go and get a job and try and go to uni. I've got boys that have gone to uni, they've got their degree and that, and then they come back into the field to try and get a job, and they can't get a job. And then, you know what I mean? So there's stuff like that happens. There's, of course, the government stuff that happens with a lot of the changes and stuff. Then you have the street politics. There's like a lot of stuff. You have a lot of deaths. Like, I think for me that was the biggest start of like going through any sort of breakdown on mental health is dealing with deaths, especially when they're so close to you. And in England it kind of happens quite often. Like, luckily where I'm from it's not too much, but the ones that have been like very So I would say it's just on that basis. But with it, I just try to touch on it because, like I said, people here have a way different mindset of thinking. Like, I may see someone here who's sad, but they're not sad about, I don't know, the stuff that I would be sad about. They're sad about something different, and it could be even on a smaller scale. But for them, how they deal with it is just something where I was like, yo, I wish I was born here so I could have that resilience to how... I always say it to these men. I wish I was born here, or I wish I got moved back here when I was naughty in school, or just something so I could have that instilled in me. Yeah, exactly. Because the people, they're just different here, man. They just, nothing can break them, man. It's like they keep going, and that I love about it.
I feel like it also comes from knowing that, like, if I break down now, then what?
Yeah.
Like, or if I lose my senses, then what?
Yeah.
A lot of the people have families to take care of, or they're probably like the first older sibling of a family, or they want something out of life, and they understand that the circumstances that surround that may not be ideal, but then what am I going to do? I have to forge ahead, I have to work, I have to hustle, I have to do that. And no matter what life throws at them, they're still in the space of, I still have to keep going. Yeah. You know, and you being where you're from and seeing that, I was going to say in the UK, I know that in the hoods the crime rates are high, but it's, whereas in the US it's gun violence, in the UK it's more knives. And I never understood that. Yeah, it's crazy.
I couldn't tell you why it's like that in terms of like why. Well, UK to US, they have more license to guns, so it's just easier. But if the UK had licenses like how them lot have it, like there's guns in England, don't get me wrong, but it's just not as frequent. Like people get shot, people get all of that, but stabbings are quite frequent. No, not even quite, they're very frequent. So like I've got tattoos, these two here. This is my boy Nater, he died 4 years ago now. Let me see. NTK. Okay. And this is my cousin. He died when I was 16. So I say from his death, it started just making me see life a bit different in terms of the road. Because when I was 15, 16, I was about in the streets playing football, but it was like, at that age, it's like, you either want to go down that path or you want to be good and play football. Absolutely. And then it's like the summer where I was going into college, he died. So this it's like, my cousin. Your cousin? Yeah, what's his name? Sheriff. It says Spinsworld. Oh, but his name is Sheriff, Sheriff Mike. So after he died, it was like, okay, it's like summer's the right time to choose now. I'm going into college, but am I going to go into college or am I just going to say, yo, I'm in the streets kind of thing? Yeah. Luckily with like the support that I had, my older cousins who have had past experiences, was just like, yo, this ain't the way forward. So I went college and just chased the football route, and yeah, it's football that's probably the reason that keeps me, as well as music. It's football and music that keep me like out of balance. Because when I started when I was 6 to when I stopped, I started playing football throughout secondary school, then college. I went to a football college. From that football college, I got signed to a semi-professional team. Then I started playing up there till I was like 18, 19. Had an argument with that manager.
Oh my God.
And then that's when Pabs come from the music. So it's like football and music.
So you could have been a professional football player.
I wouldn't take it that far.
But you said you were signed
I was good. I'm good, yeah. Like even now, I'm still back home. I got back into it again just for the mental health side of things, because I felt like I was missing the fun out of my life. From a kid, I've been playing football. Then I started taking music too serious. And I wasn't enjoying music. So I was like, I need something to break out from. I got back into football just to get out of it from a mental health kind of aspect. Now I find myself playing semi-professional again, which I'm actually kind of fortunate to have. So it's
That's great.
Yeah, so it's like, for me, it's an escape, and yeah, I just think it helps. Think it helps. Yeah, definitely.
I'm glad that you're like expressing that, because a lot of men don't really talk about some of the struggles they go through when it comes to mental health.
They don't.
Like they bottle everything up.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever like tried therapy or spoken to somebody that has some sort of professionalism?
Yeah, I'd say my therapy more time comes from like speaking with my family members.
Okay.
I've tried therapy once, but this time it was during COVID.
Okay.
So when I was speaking to them, it was on the phone, and I couldn't really connect.
Yeah,
I just didn't feel like the woman that I was on the phone to, she knew anything about me. So I cut that maybe 3 minutes into the conversation. Yeah, I can't lie. It was 3 minutes. She was just there like, so why are you upset?
Oh my God.
I'm like, is this therapy? Like, do you get me? So I would still try therapy, don't get me wrong, just in the right environment, I would say. But when I'm feeling or whatever, I go to speak to my mum. Yeah, my mum's
Is that an often occurrence?
Yeah. What when I'm going through something?
You're going through something then?
More likely than not. So, yeah. Every now and then, I would say. I'm very up and down, man.
Of course.
Very up and down, yeah. So I would say, yeah. But when I do go through them times, I would say I go speak to my mum.
That's amazing.
Yeah, she's very, very like open-minded, and she just tells me what I want to hear all the time, but just tells me like, okay, you're feeling like this, maybe this is because of, you know what I'm saying, so then maybe you need to do this to change it. So it's like therapy, but I'm also just chatting to my mum.
Yeah, and so it helps.
Yeah, it helps a lot, 100%.
Just kind of like helping you figure out your feelings and stuff like that.
Yeah, now I've got a lot of family members that help with their mental health, because there's a lot of mental health in my family. Okay. So like my uncle, he's got mental health. My nan's family on that side, they've had mental health. So there's been mental health. I've seen it from young. It's just that now that you get older and you start dealing with it, you're like, okay, this is what they was talking about before. But it's definitely something that I advise everyone to like speak about, and because me, I was in a bad place, and that's the thing. Like, from people seeing me, they see my Instagram, they might see how I'm living or whatever, and just be like, oh, everything's good, everything's fine, he's nice, he's living in England, everything's good, but they don't actually know what's really going on.
Yeah.
And yeah, I would say, yeah, man, it's just good to speak about it.
I'm glad you're speaking about it, because sometimes, like you said, people, and I feel like when you're dealing with whether depression, anxiety, whatever it is, whatever type of mental health it is that you're dealing with, sometimes for a lot of people, it is so well masked that you would never know.
Yeah, and I'm one of those people.
Are you?
Yeah, 100%. Like, only my family would ever know. Maybe some of my boys that I speak to regular would know, but the majority of people would just think, yeah, no, Pabs he's good all the time, man. He's smiling, he's laughing. Because I like to laugh a lot. I like to joke about and stuff. So they see that and they're like, but that's just me dealing with it.
Yeah.
That's just me getting along with life and just being like, okay, I'm dealing with it. But sometimes I don't feel like I need to let everyone know that I'm dealing with it.
That you're dealing with it. That is true.
Because I have stuff in the background. It's not like I'm dealing with everything on my own. I may have spoken to this person or that person, but I'm just cope in a different way, I would say.
So what would you say? Would you say it's depression? Would you say you get anxious as well?
Depression, definitely.
Absolutely.
Anxiety, I would only say I started feeling anxiety about maybe like 3-4 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. Anxiety I never really had. And then I started going out a bit more in like public places. Then all of a sudden it was just like, wow, I don't really like being in public places as much.
Anxiety,
Yeah. That's what
social anxiety.
Social anxiety I would say is. But no one would say that because they say, oh, I
They
see
really
you on stage.
can't. Yeah.
There's so much people there. But that's doing something I love.
Yeah.
So I don't, there
You're
could
not
be
thinking.
20,000 people there and I still feel there's like one person or two. You get me? So when it comes to music, give me 100,000 people at a show. I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm scared or anything because as soon as I'm on that stage, everything goes. But now if you said come into a meeting and there's these people or this person now, I'm a bit like, do I... And I start doubting a lot, self-doubting, overthinking, all of that stuff,
Well, you've come to the right place. We are quite familiar with that.
Yeah.
But you know what? Thank you so much for sharing that.
No, of course.
You know, not a lot of men would really just talk about that. And I'm so happy that it is you.
Yeah.
Because you're an artist, you're creative. And I know as creatives, we're quite sensitive
100%.
about a lot of things.
100%.
So I'm so grateful that you just, you know, just opening up and talking to people about it.
Of
and I hope
course.
that when you come back on the show, we can talk more about it. How you've elevated and how you're able to deal with it, and like hopefully tell me that you've gone to therapy and you're in a much better space, because that's what I really want for anyone that's dealing with it, is to find your people. And I'm glad for you have your brother, you have your mom that you really talk to, because these things help. Sometimes it can be overcrowded up here and you just need to release.
That's why I come Gambia every year,
because it helps.
Just like to reset everything that is going back there, come reset. And then it's like getting inspiration from everything that's going on. So like even like the roads, like how quick they've been building the. I know people living here may say it's been long. So like I remember last year I was coming, seeing them starting. Then I've come back and certain bits are done, and just like even with land and buying stuff and building, it's like you get so much drive here to go back, and that's why I said I want
so much more
and then
to come.
Exactly that.
I like that. This is a grown man, guys. This is a grown young man. We'll go with our final break. When we're back, Pabs, more with Pabs. Welcome back after that break with the final segment of the show, the Never Have I Ever. Are you ready, Pabs?
Yeah.
You said you were what?
I think so. Yeah, I'm ready.
You ready?
Yeah,
okay,
I'm
my
ready.
first question is...
So wait, can you explain the rules to me about the
So
sip?
it's very simple. If you've done something, you say, I have, and then you take a sip. If you haven't, you say, I have never.
If I have, I'll take a sip.
You take a sip and turn it to I have, so the guests, so the audience rather, can see that.
Alright then.
Capiche?
Capiche.
Okay. Never have I feel like all the questions will be I have, but I'll just ask. Never have I ever had a friends with benefits situation.
Is this how it started?
This is how we're starting. You have. Take a sip. I have never.
This drink's gonna be finished.
Because all the questions. Never have I ever, oh my God, ghosted anyone.
Just
ghost them, just stop talking to them.
female or like any type of?
You mean, of course, female. I mean, I have.
Can I do this?
No, you either have or you haven't.
Ghosted? Nah, I'm not that bad. Nah, I ain't ghosted no one. I don't think so. If I have, I ain't ghosted no one.
So when a situation is no longer
like I like to
talk about it.
Yeah, I like to talk about it and then we're finished. Yeah. I don't want to leave it on bad terms.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
not a lot of people know that. Okay then, so I'm the bad one here because I have.
Whoops.
Well done, Pabs. Wow. Okay. Never have I ever been with two women at once.
Like a threesome.
That too. But I meant like in a situationship, but that too.
Wait, so nah.
No, are you sure? I feel like you have such a horrible poker face.
I haven't.
I feel like you have such a horrible poker face.
No, I do. It's just because it's funny. I'm just trying to think. No, I haven't.
Hold your card up.
I have never.
Neither a threesome nor a situationship with two women. Pabs?
I'm telling the truth.
Are you?
Yeah,
Look
I'm
at the
telling.
people. Look at the people.
I have never had. This is crazy. I've never had a threesome or two people at the same time, or been with two people at the same time.
Okay.
Hand on my heart. Hand on my heart.
Okay. Never. This one is killing me. Never.
Huh?
Well, never have I ever peed in a pool.
Standard. What?
He said standard.
Standard.
He said standard. I'm
Yeah.
dead. Never have I ever slept with someone whose name I don't know.
I'm gonna keep sipping.
He said, I'm gonna keep sipping. You have? How does that even happen, Pabs?
I think it happens when the girl really likes you. So I was out in a club in England one time. She just said, yeah, like, I find you so attractive. I was like, yeah, okay. Come to the table. What you doing after?
And you didn't ask the name?
I didn't have to at that point.
Damn.
Not always though. That's just one off. You're making me sound. To my future wife, I love you. Yeah. Don't worry about this. This is nothing, innit?
This is past. This is before you.
This is back then.
You know, I think I'm gonna go with my final question for you because
Do you have more?
I do one more. Never have I ever made out in a public space. You know what? I
might as well have just had.
I have this.
I have. Oh my.
You have. Wow. Were people staring at you? Not people staring. No. A public place is a public place, regardless whether people see you or not. It's a public space.
Yeah. Then yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, public place.
Have you ever fought in public?
Fought?
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Oh my God.
Yeah, of course. I'm from London. Like that's normal.
That's a normal thing.
Yeah, that's normal.
You know what? I think that's it for me. That's it for me. That wraps this segment, though.
Okay.
It's
Thank
short,
you.
spicy, and sweet.
Very spicy. Very spicy.
But thank you for being such a good sport.
No,
thank you
thank
for
you.
coming on the couch.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for being a part of Sip and Chat history. I appreciate it a lot.
No, of course.
And I really wish you the absolute best.
I have 3 questions for you though.
Oh.
Just before we go, if that's cool.
You have 3 questions for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's a twist.
So
should I answer these questions?
Yeah, of course. It's nothing like your questions for me.
If it was, I would have just ended the show. But go on.
No, I wanted to know where you see yourself in 10 years.
Wow, this is the first time I'm being asked that.
Mm-hmm.
At least on like the audience would be happy. In 10 years, I would say, firstly, happy. I want to be really happy.
I like that one.
I want to be at peace.
Yeah.
And I want to be in a space where I know I'm good in my career, that I'm able to be a blessing to others.
Yeah.
I think these are things I'm really, and I know it sounds quite vague because I'm not giving any like,
but
I want to be like, I want to win an Oscar by that time.
I'd prefer them answers there.
Yeah?
Yeah, I prefer them
But
answers
for me,
there.
because I think growing up, I realized now being such an adult, like a woman doing her own thing, I realized the importance of being happy.
Yeah.
And I don't take it for granted.
Yeah.
And I would, whatever it is that I'm doing, I would want to be very happy and at peace, and be in a position in my life where I am a blessing to other people.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
I'm
in a
answer.
good place that, you know what, I'm a blessing to others as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
So
answer.
be that whether I've won an Oscar, be that whether I have a grossing movie, be that whether I've hosted the Grammys, whatever it is.
When you've done all of those things.
When
Not
I've done.
when
when
you-
okay.
Yeah, it's
when
gonna
I've
happen.
done all of those
there
things.
we go.
But yeah.
I like that. Your favorite artist in Gambia, like in Gambia and then all over.
All over. Wow. In Gambia it's tough because I like the artists for different things.
Am I putting you in a?
Absolutely, because they're gonna run with that. What? I can't say I have a specific because I love them for different things.
Yeah.
Like take for ST example. I love ST because I feel like ST would never respond to me, but ST always puts his message in the music. I love that about him.
Yeah.
I love Attack because I feel like he doesn't give a heck.
Yeah.
Attack's gonna speak his mind, whether he's in front of a lion or, you know what I mean. I love Hussein because I feel like he really puts out melodious tunes that you can play anywhere you go in the world.
Yeah.
And outside of that, I love his character. I think he's one of the most respectful artists in this country.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. I have a couple of things that I like about
So
them.
I'd say those 3.
Those 3 are really like. I like Big Banger.
Oh my God! I saw him at A Boogie show for the first time.
Oh my! Let me tell you something. And
he is amazing.
When I first saw Big Banger play, I was in awe. I was like, oh my God, I love him. I love Jizzle, obviously. I think that goes without saying.
Okay,
yeah.
and who is your dream interview of all time?
Whoa.
Some serious questions here, man.
These are some serious questions.
Of all time.
Dream interview of all time? I don't think I've even thought that far. That is crazy. It's so crazy because I'm thinking about 2 or 3 people right now.
Yeah, you can name them.
You know, for the sake of just like inspiration, I would really want to sit with Michelle Obama at some point in my life.
Yeah.
She's a Capricorn, I'm a Capricorn. I could learn a thing or two from her.
Yeah.
And for just the love of who they are and how far they've come, Rihanna definitely. I love her. Burna Boy, I think that goes without saying.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be such a vibe.
I think you interviewing Burna would be sick.
Oh my God.
We gotta make that happen.
We do. And you know that's my president.
Yeah.
Like, forget about every other artist.
Yeah,
Burna Boy is my president.
Yeah,
Anyone that knows me knows that.
Yeah.
So that would definitely be something I'm interested in. And J. Cole.
And J. Cole, yeah.
I think these
So
would be
Michelle
Obama,
Rihanna, Burna Boy,
and
J. Cole. If any of you are listening, make sure you come and sit with Fanta.
Please,
You get me?
I will come to you because we have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
But thank you. Thank you.
No,
I think this is the first time someone's really put me on the spot.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it.
No, of course.
Thank you, Pabs. Thank you guys so very much. I hope you enjoy this video and I hope you like it and show it so much love. And check out Pabs' music. I'll put his Instagram down here. And you know what? Just type his Instagram name and it will take you to YouTube and you can watch his videos. Support him. This is a Gambian artist. But you know, it's in the UK. But right now he's really home and he's making waves and I want everyone to support him. Thank you all so much for rocking with your girl. Peace, love, and cha-ching, cha-ching. Bye-bye.